don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just gotta know some vibe.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another grocery haul. It's at that time of the fortnight, I'll say. I do fortnightly grocery hauls if you don't know. I have a set budget to do a main shop in the first week, and then in the second week I have another budget which is for my top-up shop that I go back for extra fruit and veggies, like fresh fruit and veggies, things we might have run out of unexpectedly, things that go on special, that kind of thing. So if you're interested in this kind of thing, and for Australia especially, and you're wanting to know how I do it, how I stick to my budget and things, make sure you subscribe, follow along, check out all my other videos that I already have on the channel, check out the This Mum at Home blog, the link's below to that, so you can see, you know, bits and pieces of how I actually do it. But today's shop is another fortnightly main shop, and I am way over budget, and I do not go over budget. I mean, if I go over budget, it might be like $20 or something here and there, very rarely. If you're a regular watcher, you know I very rarely do go over budget. Most of the time I'm actually under, but if I do go over, there's usually a reason, and usually I have to take that money out of our weekly other expense money, like fun money for like play dates or, you know, stuff like that. So that's how it works, because if I have a budget and that's all you can spend on groceries, I say, well, that's it, you know, that's it. Today's a little bit different. I am $300 over budget. Over my normal budget. So if you want to know why and you're interested to see what I do, keep on watching, but make sure you subscribe first so you don't miss any other videos that come up, and so you can head back on to the playlist and check out what I've done previously. Okay, yes, so I am $300 over budget on purpose, okay? So things are going to run a little bit differently. So if you're new to the channel, I also have a VIP lounge on the This Mum at Home blog. And there is where I do exclusive videos for VIP members. So with a grocery haul, I usually do some sort of bulk food prepping video for them and a meal plan with me video. So with the meal plan with me video, they get to see parts of what I do every week, like the sheets that I use, the printables I use for my meal planning. I try to change it up here and there and show them different things. Yeah, that kind of stuff. So I do that normally on the channel. So if you are a VIP member, I just want to make note that this fortnight there won't be a bulk food prep video as such, but there'll be another special one, because for you guys that are just regular people on the YouTube channel here, I will actually be doing my bulk food prep video, which is not just cooking. It's lots of different, like if I'm breaking up meats and I know, doing sweets, that kind of stuff, you know, or packaged pretzels and breaking them down, that kind of stuff is what I do on the videos. So if you are just a normal viewer here on the channel, I will be doing a bulk food prep video on the channel here after this big shop, after I show you this shop. So that will be coming up in the next week, so make sure you subscribe so you can check that out. VIP members, because I'm not doing that video for you guys, I'm actually doing a special video for you, and it's in regards to some new printables that I've organized for you guys. It's the way I organize my bulk food prep, how I work everything out, like how I organize what meals I'm going to do, how I work out how many meals I can get out of, you know, the meat I've got, all of that. That's what I'll be talking about with you guys this fortnight, and showing you exactly how I have filled out my printables for this bulk food prep. So be sure to check that out if you're a VIP member coming up. Biggest reason for me overspending today is because I did a massive big bulk order at a butcher's for meat. Now, me doing that, there is logic behind this. Me doing that means I've actually calculated before. I did a lot of research. I did a little bit of compared prices with Coles and that to work this out. But I have calculated that I've pretty much got that, along with some stuff I've still got left over in the freezer, some frozen meal stuff. I've got 8 weeks, so 2 months for me, well, pretty much 2 months, so 8 weeks worth of main meals done, like as in dinner meals done. So I won't have to buy any main meal, like dinner meals, I'll say, because lunchtime I'll probably still get ham, stuff like that, but I won't have to buy any of that in my upcoming fortnightly grocery hauls. So my usual budget of $200 for my main shop every fortnight, I should be spending at least $50 less than that. Okay, so that's what I'm working on. And that was the logic behind this. I went and got this so I could do a massive cook up, massive just separating of meats, all of that, and doing a big meal plan of, you know, meals I can do over the next 8 weeks, and that's what I've done. So That is why I've overspent today. I'm going to show you what I've got from the butchers, the pack that I got, and I already know what everyone's going to be messaging me about and asking me about on whether it's worth me spending that much money at the butchers. Was it better to get it from there than get it at Coles or Aldi? At the butchers, I'm getting bigger cuts of meat, better quality meat, that kind of stuff. So for me, I think it's actually more beneficial for the family for me to get it from the butchers, so I have. The only thing that I would say is cheaper and better value for money is sausages at Coles compared to the ones I got at the butchers, because you actually get more for your dollar at Coles than at the butchers with sausages. But yeah, that was my whole thought process and reasoning behind it. But I'm going to show you guys what I got and then let you know exactly how much I spent. So here is everything. Oh my gosh, look at all this. I had to actually put it on the table because I couldn't fit it on my kitchen bench like I normally do. So where do I start for you guys? I think I might start at the meat, seeing as this is something a little bit different because I've got so much of it this time. So with my meat, as a thought process, like things like I've got a kilo of diced beef here. My thoughts are I can get a lot of meals out of this because I will make it into a stew or something like that, casserole with lots of veggies. We'll have it with lots of other veggies. So that for us will go really far. So, you know, a lot of this is sort of thinking along those lines pretty much for me. Like the mince that I've got here, I'll probably make that into spaghetti bolognese. That's my plan, is to make it spaghetti bolognese, and then I can use that to make spaghetti bolognese, or I might do my lasagna roll-ups. That's what I've got planned on my meal planning. So I'll do a lot of that. So for us, that will stretch out 3 to 4 nights. So that's amazing for us. What else have I got here? So I have chops. Chops, I hardly ever buy beef stuff. Aside from that and sausages, I hardly ever buy this kind of stuff at the supermarket because it's so dear, you know, but within the pack, it just worked out better for me. And the size of these and the cut and everything is so much better than what I would have got in Coles or Aldi and things. So I'm really happy with this, and I'm looking forward to having some chops because I haven't had them for ages. But there's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 6 in here. That's actually pretty good. I think that was a kilo of the chops there. I've got porterhouse. Oh no, this is T-bone steak, so there's 2 there. Quite honestly, like I would probably eat half of this. So that's going to be great for us. That's 1 dinner because Johnny will have 1, which will probably be a lot for him too because he's eating a lot more veggies, I guess you could say. So I'll have probably half and give the kids the other half or something of mine, but we'll have a lot of veggies with it. We always have a lot of veggies, salad stuff, cooked veggies, that kind of stuff. So the meal will be bulked up with that. So that's actually good. We never buy T-bone steak, so this is going to be a whole different thing for us. Lamb cutlets, these are so much bigger than the ones I saw at the supermarket when I had a look. So I'm excited for these because I do love lamb cutlets, but they're so expensive normally. So there's quite a lot in there, and I've worked out how many meals obviously that I'm going to get out of that. So we will see when I do my bulk food prep video. Like I said, come back and see that video so you can see how much I get. Chicken schnitzels, the things I love about chicken schnitzels at the butchers is just like you making them at home. They use actual chicken breast. It's not processed in any way. Like, it's really delicious. These are really big too, which is great. So one of those can be halved between my kids for sure. And then obviously we might eat a full one and we can use it for various things. So yeah, that's a good lot of amount in there. I think there was maybe 10 in there of that one. A kilo of chicken breast skin on though, which is not usually what I buy. So that'll be something I'll have to do, but I'm going to cut that up and I've still got some diced chicken actually in the freezer as well. So I'm going to add it all together and do a couple of different meals, which is great. Ones that are actually on the VIP lounge. So come and have a look at that, guys. Porterhouse steak, there's 4 there. So again, that's awesome. Sausages. So sausages are not a better deal at the butchers, obviously, but maybe they taste nicer. I don't know. I really like the Coles sausages. So, and you get such a good deal at Coles. Like you get 24 for, what is it, $9 or $10, I think. This is 1 kilo. There's about 14 in there I counted. So you get a little bit less. But anyway, it's not going to complain. Again, these sausages are actually going to be used for, what am I doing? I'm doing deviled sausages with that one. So that's actually going to go at least 3 meals for us. So that's really good because we always have that again with mashed potato, a lot of peas, corn, carrots, all that, veggies. We have more schnitzels here, but these are thighs, is that what they're called? Chicken thigh schnitzels. So they're a bit smaller, But again, they'll still go really well. I think there's 10 in there of those rissoles. There's 10 of those. I'll bulk these up with veggies and things. This will probably do us, like they're actually massive. So Isabella won't eat a lot of that. She'll probably eat half, and then Joseph can have the other half with one or something. So I've got a list of what I'm doing with my bulk, so I'll have to have a look. I can't remember how much I did of this, but again, we'll have that more so with a lot of veggies and stuff. So I'm excited to try these ones because they're so massive and they look very obviously homemade. So I'm excited. A roast pork there. I think that was 1.5 kilos for that one and 1.5 kilos for this lamb. So I'll do this one maybe as a pot roast. If you haven't checked out that recipe, if you're a VIP member and you haven't checked that recipe out, I just put a pot roast recipe up on the VIP lounge for you guys, and it's so delicious. I did in my bulk food prep last fortnight, and it was so good. The meat was just, delicious. So I'm going to do that again with that one. The roast pork I'll actually crisp up and cook in the oven. Then I've got, some steaks. Beef steaks here. These are huge compared to the ones you get in Coles. So these are actually really great, and I can use them for a few different ways. I might marinate some. Other ones I'll just have with steak sauce, that kind of stuff, with again veggies, or have steak sandwiches, something like that on a quick and easy night. And then lastly, I got some, what are they called? Loin chops. There's 10 in there, I think, of those. Again, they're so expensive to buy in the supermarket. Chops, lamb, that kind of stuff is really dear. So this is a little treat for us because I don't normally buy that. So we'll just have that with basic meat and veg, I would say, with those. So on to the rest of everything that I got. Garlic bread I got at Coles, $1.90. These, we get these for the kids. Chicken fingers. I do not buy this bag unless it's on special, on the half price special, because it's $17 something a bag, normal price. It's for a kilo, which works out good, but if you can get it at half price, so much better. $8 something for a kilo. Now, we don't just have these willy-nilly and for no reason. Those chicken fingers that are used on nights where Johnny and I might have something that I've made. I'm trying to think of something. If it was just us eating this, then they'll have chicken fingers with, salad and or veggies or whatever. That's what we do with them. So we don't just have them as an all-time lunchtime snack or anything. Like, they're really saved for dinners, and that's why I got 2 bags, because they're very much the best of chicken nuggets, chicken fingers, all that. These, the Steggles ones, so much better getting the chicken fingers than anywhere else, because they taste a lot less processed. So yeah, we grabbed those. Stir fry, I'm doing stir fry, so I got this bag. Actually, it's normally $5 for 850 grams, and I actually got it for, what did I get it for? I think it was $4. I think it was the dollar off. It was on special. I would have bought it anyway because it's massive, and I always use this for my stir fry. So, and Bird's Eye, I prefer that brand as well. So I did get those. So I got phyllo pastry for a new recipe I'm doing for the VIP lounge to do with the chicken. So look out for that one. I did get some frozen blueberries. I'm going to see how they are, because normally I put these in smoothies and things and get different, like a mixed berry or mango and that. But I got these to see what they would be like if they just defrosted, like if they'd be slimy or whether they'd be good just to give to the kids for a snack. So I did get those from Aldi. They're cheap at Aldi. $3.65 I think for a box, so that's awesome. And Peter's ice cream, 2 litre. This was $4.75 I think, and I got Chocopolitan. I got lasagna sheets like this. Normally I buy them in the box, but for my lasagna roll-ups, obviously with the pasta sheets, I actually cook them first and then roll them up, and they can break if you overcook them, all of that. One of my VIP members, Tracy, thank you Tracy, suggested I actually use these instead because they've already been, softened. So I'm going to give that a go for my lasagna roll-ups and see how I go this fortnight with those on my food prep. So have a look at that, check that out. Ham, I actually got the 4-pack. If you don't buy ham from Aldi, you're missing out. They're meat packs like this. You can see that. Look at this. It's not slimy. It's really good quality. Like, it's really nice. So much better than the Coles one like this. $4.50 for this whole pack. So, yeah, this is... Oh, no. Actually, I think it's gone up to $4.99 now. But it's still well worth it. $5 for this for 400 grams. Because I was spending, every few days I'd go back to the deli and get more ham, and I'd spend $4 every time. So this is so much cheaper for me. This will last me the fortnight, so that's really great. Custard, we haven't had custard for a while. We've had yogurt, so I went and got some more custard. This is $4.29, I think, at Aldi. It's delicious. The best chocolate custard you'll have, better than any other brand we've tasted, so grab that. Cheese, I actually had the 1 kilo written down because we go through a lot of cheese, and at Aldi the 1 kilo is $8.29, I think. This one's $5 for half a kilo. So it is better to buy the kilo, but because I knew I was going to go over budget, I reduced it down to this one. So I'll try to stretch this, see how I go this fortnight. Otherwise, I'll be buying more in my top-up shop. My tasty cheese, I normally buy Aldi, but the last couple of shops I bought this bag from Coles because, see, that's 700 grams, so it's a much bigger bag for $6 something, and much better. I actually put mine in the freezer and just grab it out as I need it for cooking. But this bag is a better deal, being a lot larger, so I grabbed that one. Oh, these. So Aldi have great salad kits, which are so much cheaper buying it like this than actually buying all the ingredients and the dressing and everything and doing it yourself. So even though the dressing will last more than one meal, it's still so much cheaper buying it like this with everything that's in these. So I did grab 2. I'm using these for lunches for Johnny and I, like different lunch dishes that I'm doing. Which also, guys, if you don't know and you're on the VIP lounge, check out that meal plan with me video because I'm showing you guys our own. I've got Joseph's normal lunchbox meal plan that I always do for him, but I've actually done a personal meal plan for Johnny and I as well. So this is on there, so you can check that out and see what that is. But kale slaw kit, it's like coleslaw, but it's got kale in it as well. It's got the little dressing somewhere in there already. It's not bad. You can taste a lot of the kale, so if you don't know kale, like if you don't like it, you'll have to get used to it. It's much better for you, so that's why I got it. So I got that, and then I got a crunchy salad kit as well, which has got dressing, the crunchy noodles and stuff. So yeah, they were great price. This one was $2.99, and this one, because of the kale, I'm guessing in this one, it was $4.99, but this one's a great price. They've got different kits in there, so definitely go and check out Aldi's salad kits if you're looking for a great deal. Aldi have tomatoes, these little Roma tomatoes. I love these. Always buy little punnets of tomatoes, usually for $2 to $3 depending on where you go. These are down to $2 at the moment for what, 250 grams. That is a great price at Aldi. I've never seen this, unless it's the same brand but they've changed it, I don't know, but they look delicious. So anyway, I grabbed 2 of those. Pumpkin from Coles, I got that. The I'm Perfect apples, which are $5.50 for a bag of, I think it's 2 kilos. Let me look. Yeah, 2 kilos. Superfood mix. This is mainly for Johnny and I because it's got coconut and fruits and nuts and all that to go with our lunch box sort of planning for snacks. $6. This is only $6 from Aldi. They used to have a different one that had like yogurt buttons in it, but I think I'm going to like this one better. It's less sweet, so yeah, I'm excited to try that one. Fish, I actually got a massive box of fish for $7 something at Coles. I was going to get the Aldi one, but which the Aldi one was about $8, I think, so, but I just grabbed this just out of convenience, really. Up the back here, I got 2 pancake mixes. This is definitely the brand. I've tried so many brands. I do make it myself as well, but mine have a lot more sugar in them. So it's actually a bit healthier buying them this way for us personally. So the Aldi brand, this one here, is the one that we like. We've tried many other brands and hated them. This one we love. It's cheap. I think it's like $1.49 for it. It's super cheap. Quick and easy, great for a little snack or, you know, lunchtime thing or whatever for the kids as well. I've never bought this before, but just did because my eyes went out of my head when I saw it. So I thought I'd get it. I've never made brownies, honestly. So anyway, I could make them from scratch, but I grabbed this because it was only like $2.60, I think, for that one. Noodles, I got 2 packets of noodles from Aldi. Oh, this one was from Aldi, by the way. 2 packets of noodles from Aldi. They're only 99 cents each. Our favourite. The kids won't eat any other noodles now besides the Aldi ones. The fruit in juice at Aldi, these are peaches. They're $1.99. Super cheap, so they're just handy. Handy to have in the cupboard in case I run out of fresh fruit before I get to the supermarket. Pretzels, $2.29 I think they are at Aldi. That is a great deal, and they're actually not bad. We prefer Parker's, but we've got these because they're so much cheaper and they're delicious. That granola there is on special at, I usually buy this one or the Jordan's brand or the Aldi one, but this one was on special at Coles, and I can't remember how much. it was under $4, I think. It was half price. I think it was $3.50 maybe this week. So I did grab that one. And I'll usually have that with yogurt as an afternoon snack, pretty much, to stay healthier. Mighty Grain, Joseph loves Nutri-Grain, so does Isabella. So I got the cheaper version today from Coles. Oh, juice. I want to talk about juice. So we love orange juice, we love all types of juices, but the problem for us is when we get a 2 litre, because the expiry on them is like, I don't know, 4 to 5 days once they're opened, sometimes we don't drink at all. So this is a great deal. Coles actually sell, look at this, apple juice in 1 litre versions for $1. So it's the same price as me buying a 2 litre apple juice. Although I think Aldi's might be a little bit cheaper. But for us, it's better buying it this way because we're not wasting any. We're not throwing any out. So I did grab that for us to have with breakfast. The Coke No Sugar, I actually am showing you this, but this would normally come out because something like this that's, you know, a huge amount of soft drink. Johnny and I are the only ones that drink this. We don't give it to the kids because of the caffeine in it, but it's on special. It's normally $35 and it was down to $17 for 30 cans. So I actually did get it, but normally something like this would come out of our weekly fun money, all of that, because it's not a need, it's just a want. Usually I'll buy a couple of bottles of soft drink and that'll come out of the grocery budget, but if we go back for more, it comes out of our fun money. So this really should actually be out of the fun money, but I did take it out of the grocery budget this week. So another reason why I went over slightly. Cookies, these have been opened because we wanted to try. Let me show you. They look like the Coles ones. Really cheap though. $2, I think $2.69 at Aldi. Delicious. So we grabbed those. Deviled sausage mix. This is what I make my deviled sausages out of and I love it. So that's the brand. Go and check it out. Super easy to make and delicious. Great for freezing. Just these little biscuits here. So this type of thing is not something we eat all the time. It's just for treats, for afternoon coffee, something like that. And I fill a small cookie jar up and hide the rest. That's what I do. And then refill it. Otherwise, if I put it all out, everyone would eat them all in like 2 days. So I did get those and I got these. And these are only 69 cents. These are little vanilla cream ones, custard, I think they're called custard creams, and the chocolate ones. They're 69 cents at Aldi, so they're a great price. Tomato sauce, I needed a refill. This is under $4 at Aldi. We just refill our smaller bottles. Legos, my favorite. My favorite pasta sauce is on special for $2, which is, sometimes you can get it for $1.50. Like, that's amazing. So I was excited when I saw this. I'll be using that with that mince. I got 2 of those. Cantong, we actually love Cantong too, but I only buy it when it's on special because it is very expensive per jar. And with the amount of chicken and that massive bag there that I use, I need 2 jars. This was down to $2.50, so I grabbed 2 of those. Sauce, I don't normally buy this. Oh, a bit blurry. I don't normally buy this, but I did grab it, and it was on special, which was a bonus. $2 just for those steaks that we've got, and we all have other sauces, but I thought this might be nice for a change. Lactose-free milk for Johnny. He's the only one that has that, so 2 usually lasts around a fortnight, but maybe in my top-up shop I'll get another one. But they're $1.70, and I also got obviously 3 litres of milk. This will do us for a week, and I'll have to get more probably. Well, I will. In the second week at some point I have to get more milk, so this should be alright for now. We've got a big fridge now, so we can store it in there, but previous to that, when we had a tiny fridge, if you're a long time viewer, you would have seen how small my fridge was. I would actually put these in the freezer and freeze them. So we just pulled them out. There's nothing wrong with freezing them. The only thing is when they defrost, you've got to shake them up because the fats separate. So you need to shake it up just to make it look more white again, I guess you could say, but it's completely fine, tastes the same. But yeah, this is how we do our milk now. Applesauce I got for the pork roast there. We haven't had that for a while. I think that's about $2 for that one, I think it was. Mixed, I didn't have any Italian herbs left, so, and I wanted them, so I've got different herbs, but I wanted the full mix, so I grabbed this one today, and I think, what was that? So this is something I don't normally buy too, so it's added to all that extra, but I think that was $3 maybe, or $3.50 for that one. I'll have to check on that price, but it's actually massive. It's heaps bigger than a normal jar, so I was excited. some tartar sauce. It was, I think, $2.50 for that one. Vegemite, we're out of Vegemite, so I grabbed this one. I actually should have got a bigger jar, but because of my budget and how much I was spending this week, I decided to get that size. We eat Vegemite every day. Toast, sandwiches, salada biscuits, all of that. So yeah, love Vegemite, so I needed that. Jelly was actually on special, but I think these are $1.15 normal price, and the jelly at Aldi I think is around 70 cents, maybe even 80 cents a box, but we love aeroplane jelly, so I grabbed this. I always get 2 at a time and make up 2 at a time. Then it does us a couple of nights for dessert, so I did grab those, just some different flavors. The bags, these are 60 cents each for 40 large freezer bags. I used to get Ziplocs to do my bulk food prep and then realized how expensive it was to do that. So I actually got 2 of these, and this is what I use a lot of these now for. So I will even put in taco mints that I've made up into these, enchilada meats, all of that. Like anything I've cooked up, unless it's like a soup or something, I won't put it in here, but those other things I will. All I have to do is make sure it cools down first before I put them in, and I double bag it. But it's just so much cheaper me doing it this way, and it makes a lot more room in the freezer too than using a lot of containers at times. I still use containers for a lot of things, but this is just good, especially for separating all those meats. That's what I'm going to be using. Just some lettuce there, $2. That's about standard price. Onions, these were actually $2.50 for the bag. So more than what it would have been if I went to that really cheap veggie shop, but I just didn't have time today to do that shop. So I did grab those. And then I've got zucchinis, Lebanese cucumbers, and capsicum. A lot of this is using obviously for my bulk food prepping, so a lot of it will be stretching over the next couple of months obviously for meals, and then they're just added ingredients. But otherwise, normally every week, even sometimes a couple of times a week, if I've got, you know, leftover funds and things, I do this. But we have garden salad in the fridge at all times pretty much, so I will always have capsicum, cucumber, lettuce, carrots. I didn't need carrots today. I've still got another bag of carrots left, but I always have those in there, and we always use those all the time. So it is a regular thing that I actually buy those. Zucchinis I buy for my bulk food prepping usually. And grapes. I got some grapes here, which cost me, I think, $4.50 for this whole bag. So okay, so I did get a lot, as you can see. Now, like I said, the meat and some of those other things too, which is another reason why I went over budget, is all got to do with my bulk food prepping I'll be doing that will go into the next 8 weeks of meals. So I did buy some extra sauces, things like that, that will obviously last for those 8 weeks, so I won't have to buy them along the way. So I am expecting my next, you know, few fortnights to be so much cheaper than my usual budget of $200 for my main shop. So be sure to come back and see how I go over the next few fortnights with doing that. But so how much over did I go? So my normal budget is $200 for the main shop in my fortnight, and usually I am under, but I actually spent $498.43. The meat pack itself was $275. Now the best thing about that for me is that this butcher's actually does Afterpay, so it works out really well for me, because every fortnight the payment's going to be coming out of, I think it's like just over $60, I think it is a fortnight, that will come out, which I will take out of my $200 normal budget to pay for the groceries. So that's awesome. So I haven't actually had to pay that much today. I've only paid about $65 or something, whatever the first payment is. I've only paid that today, so that's awesome. And like I said, it's not going to put me back because I have my $200 budget every fortnight. So $275 of that was obviously the meat, which is where I went over, plus then any extra I went over the $200. Most of it was actually got to do with the food prep that I have to do for the next 8 weeks. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Be sure to subscribe, come back next week and see the top-up shop. Check out the rest of the channel, because I do more than just grocery hauls on here, even though meal prepping and things is meal planning is my main focus at the moment on the This Mum at Home blog. But I talk about other ways to simplify your life, and just do daily vlogs, that kind of stuff, as a mum at home, working from home, busy at home. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe. Striking the wind up.